Have you ever felt like one small decision you make could change your entire future? For me, that that one decision was scheduling a mammogram. I didn't realize it at the time, but early detection didn't just, find my cancer. It saved my life. And today I want to tell you the things I wish I knew sooner before that diagnosis. So maybe, that can help save you too. I want to welcome everybody to Living the Vision, where strength, storytelling, and style meets transformation. I'm Michelle, and I'm here to talk real talk about breast health, hope, and lessons we don't hear enough about. You know, I I used to work out, do fast walk on exercise trails and I even jogged. Then one day, I was doing a 6 miles. I was doing a 6 mile run, run, walk. And one day that became too much for me. Then I tried the 3 miles, and that became too much for me. Then even walking 2 blocks or just one felt hard. Something deep down told me something was wrong, but I kept pushing it through. I told myself it was stress or age, or hormones. Hormones, okay? Anything but cancer. Your body always speaks to you guys. The question is, are you listening? Have you ever ignored something your body was trying to tell you? Share that in the comment section, and it just might, be the nudge that someone else needs today. Now, the number one sign I couldn't overlook before my diagnosis, it was during my exercise routine. Let me tell you about the mammogram that changed everything for me. The day of my mammogram, I didn't think so much of it. It was just part of my regular yearly, checkup. But then, as I was sitting in the waiting room after I had the mammogram, two doctors walked up to me and asked, to speak with me privately. I thought that was a little suspicious because that never happened to me before. They told me that they had found abnormalities in my right breast that looked like it could be cancer. They wanted to schedule a biopsy for me. Fear came over me, and I just froze. It just came over me instantly, and my body just tensed up. I tried to keep a smile on my face, but inside, my body was tensed. One doctor even looked down at my hands because I didn't make a facial expression. I just tightened my hands, and she noticed that about me. I've had family members and friends who didn't make it through their cancer journey. And now I had to face what they had faced. Right then, my mind replayed every one of their faces in my mind. as I sat there and thought, I have cancer. If you've ever felt nervous before or after a mammogram screening, I want you to type "me too" in the comments. Let's normalize this fear and the courage that it takes to go through it. Let's help people see that it's not gonna hurt them to go through it. Feel your fear and walk through your fears. It don't last long. The fears don't last long. And I often think to myself, what if I never had went to that mammogram appointment, that saved my life? What if I had chose not to go? Because I don't like mammograms. Because I don't like the way it feels when they squash my breasts in that machine. I think about that too. I'm so grateful I was never afraid of getting the mammogram, because I went every year to my doctor's appointments. So that gave my doctors, how do you say, they were able to compare that film, because they take pictures of the inside of your breast, that when they sit you in that machine and squash your breast, they're taking pictures so that they could see what's going on inside your breast tissues. So they did. So I went every year, and the doctors could see that some changes had happened inside of my breast. And in they found the cancer in the left breast. That one was easy to find, but the one that was in the right breast, it was hard for them to find that one, because that one, cancer was hidden underneath breast tissue, where they went through extensive search in that breast to make sure that they see if they could find anything, and they did. But they did find it, and the doctors, after they found it in my right breast, it was in stage 1 in my right breast. In my left breast, it was before stage 1. It was like, they said it was like a pinhead, in my left breast. That's the one that they actually found early. So that early detection made all the difference, in my life. So please, don't wait to get a mammogram. Don't think that mammograms hurt, so you're not going to go get one. Don't brush it off, guys. Don't think that you're too busy to go and get your breast checked. Set a reminder for you to get a yearly checkup. And take a friend with you, guys. Help her get hers done too. Somebody that you care about. Somebody that you love. Because Here's what I tell everyone about breast health. I'm so grateful for my yearly checkups and my mammograms. Early detection isn't just medical, it's emotional. It's about giving yourself permission to prioritize you. And if I could sit here today and share this story, it's because I said yes to that mammogram screening. Sorry. I said yes, that I would do it. I would go get my mammogram. If you've been waiting, let this be your sign. Don't put it off, guys. October kicks off Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and my boutique on Etsy, Journey with Michelle, launched in October, honoring breast cancer awareness. Every design is inspired by hope, strength, and survival. If you'd like to wear that reminder or gift it to someone you love, go to Etsy. Go to my Journey with Michelle. Along with every purchase, a portion of the donations are given to breast cancer research. And that's to help raise awareness, guys. Now, I'd love for you to share your next screening date in the comments section. Let's hold each other accountable, guys. While you're down there, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, especially if you're new. And if you've been one of the viewers that just came by every now and then and just watch the videos, subscribe. You're part of this family too. Now, early detection, there's one of my t-shirts on the Etsy shop. It has a pink ribbon on it, and it says early detection. Now, that's a T in my boutique. And if you want to hear the beginning of my story, I want you to go over to Traveling the Unknown. That's where my journey began. And it's where I share what happened when life feels impossible. And how you come back stronger, from that journey. How you can pop back or jump back, as people would say, and become stronger in that journey. Now, keep living your vision. One step, one video, and one victory at a time. Guys, and I'll see you in the next video. You take care.